All right, guys, I finally have like a half a day off here and maybe be able to do a little bit of planting tomorrow morning before the Father's Day get together. But I wanted to come out here and check the switchgrass. I mowed it kind of late. It's looking good. We still got a lot of rain coming and it's weed free. So that's the benefit of cutting this stuff down. And I didn't do mine until year 3, but today we are going to, so all my rye out here, if you remember last year, I planted corn on both sides and my trifecta down the middle. Down the middle's good, full of clover, but where the corn was, it's pretty weedy. So I'm going to get this stuff all brush hogged down as low as I can get it. And then we're going to plant some plot screen. Trying out some new stuff this year. We'll get to that here in a minute, but hopefully by the end of the day or maybe in the morning, I'll hook up the drill, get this stuff drilled in. Today we got to get this cleaned up and get it brush hogged, and then we'll spray some sections too. So we're going to brush hog, get ready to get some planting in. Normally I do this in May. It's been crazy. Haven't had time to do it. You know, here in Arkansas, pretty soon the spigot will shut off and we'll go 8 weeks without rain. So I'm trying to get this in the ground and get it started up really good while we still have some chance. I am late, but you know how we do it. Let's get crazy. All right, brush hogging, check. And I will say, planting the corn was a cool experiment. I made it work. I had a pretty good corn crop on the east and west side and a green strip going down the middle. But the does came in because I had such a small amount of food, the rye meaning, and demolished it. So I have nothing to crimp, which leads to some weed problems. This whole thing needs to be sprayed, but if I spray today, I've got to wait another week or 10 days before I can plant my plot screen. So I think I'm going to risk it, but I'm not going to till it. I had a brainstorm, and I think I'm going to go get the skid steer and hook up the Harley rake and just barely touch the surface, just enough to kind of give me a, I don't know, 15, 16 foot wide plot screen and segment this plot, as you can see behind me here. The last time I did this, I had 13 big trees in here, and I haven't planted plot screens since then. And the shade kind of hindered the screening. So I'm kind of anxious to see what this does, if I can make it work without all these trees in here. I came in here and got rid of 13 trees, cut them up, sold them, had the stumps ground. So it's nice and open, with the exception of the fruit trees, of course. So I think I'm going to go grab the skid steer, hook up the Harley rake, lay out a plan of attack of how I want to segment this thing up and break up the ground a little bit before I drill. So that's what's happening. We are going to, as we always do work. And just like that, we've changed machines. So I've never done this before. I do a little driveway work on the side with this thing. You can see it's dirty as always, but I think I can lay this thing down and just go deep enough to where I can get my 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch with my drill and not till it down too deep. The tiller tends, even if you have it set up where it's fairly low, it goes deeper than you want, and you really got to go in and track that in before you can drill. So I'm going to give this a shot and see what happens. I've got a corridor over there. I want to plant a little strip in, and then I think I'm going to split these things right down the middle, kind of like I did with the corn, only the corn took over the whole east and west side. I'm going to make some 12 to 15 foot strips in it and just barely touch it. And I'll have 3 fruit plots in one basically, and hopefully that gives me something to crimp next year where I can plant a summer plot. This year with the corn, it was cool. I had a shoulder surgery, didn't really get to take advantage of it, but I did do it here in Arkansas, so that's a box check. And it was cool to see the pictures, but it led to no crimping, and if you want to do the no-till stuff, kind of defeats the purpose of it. But we're going to hop in this thing Not gonna lie, the AC feels great in here. It's like real feel 101 today. So rain's coming this week. I'm gonna try to get this stuff planted if I can today. If not, maybe tomorrow. But we're gonna hop in this thing, lay out our grid, and try and till up some ground. It is hot. Hot. But just hop off the skid steer, hooked up the drill, the old Genesis 3. Got the American flag there. Here we go. So this year I'm trying a new seed. Northwoods Whitetail. It is 4 to 5 pounds per acre. And 1/2 to 3/4 inch deep. So I'm about to get the scale out to get my bowls here. I don't know why I don't write this stuff down in my book. There's a book that includes with this thing. You can write down all your calibrations, and I never write anything down, so I got to come back and redo it all every single time. But we're about to get this calibrated. I won't bore you with that process. Once we get this calibrated, we will be out and we will be drilling. It is only 3:30, so I think I'll make it happen today. Rain is coming, 4 days, 4 chances of rain next week. So let's get to drilling. Here we go. All right, got the Genesis 3. She's dialed in. Got my depth set. We'll check it again once we get out there. It's 4 to 5 pounds. Just did my math, spun the wheel, everything you got to do to calibrate this thing. And I'm at 4.6 pounds per acre. So I think I'm dialed in. As usual, I got way more seed than I need, but I may do the high line over there where I walk in for that south stand too. So that's why I bought extra. Northwoods Whitetail, my good buddy Brent Westbrook told me to try this stuff out. I've tried all different kinds of plot screen. So he sent me some pictures of his plot screen and it looked too nice. So I'm giving it a shot. We shall see. We got rain coming next 2 or 3 days. Let's get to drilling. Here we go. One thing you gotta have when you're out drilling in plot screen is fuel. I'm on empty. Let's fill up. All right, just did a test pass. I decided on my way out with a skid steer, I'm going to till up this little switchgrass area in front of the old deer mansion, and I'm gonna make a row of plot screen. This thing's pretty shady right here, so I don't expect much, but anything will help. And I found this. What is that? It's definitely something big. I don't know. I've killed a bunch of pigs out here, but I don't know if this is a pig leg bone or what. But as I was taking the skid steer and the old holly rake, I threw this thing up. It's pretty cool, whatever it is. I don't know. So anyway, we are set. Depth is good. I checked my rows here. You can see I'm at just about 3/4 of an inch. So I think that's going to be good. It's really hot out here today, but rain's coming. So hopefully this is not too late. Like I said, we take risk and we're going to get crazy. So let's get to drilling. Here we go. All right. And that is a wrap. I'm out of seed. Thought I had way too much. I probably do, but I like my rows to be tight, son. So we got this all drilled in. I had a lot of thatch from the skid steer, so I came up with putting the grapple down and just floating it, and it pushed all that stuff out of the way, and I took it and dumped it off to the sides. So I'm pretty much down just to barely dirt to get rid of all that thatch. The depth is spot on. My seed raise is probably a little high because I double rowed some of this stuff, but we shall see. So I think I got pretty crispy today because I want to put on sunblock like probably once in my life, and I've been out here since 11 o'clock, and it is 5:10, so maybe a little crispy for Father's Day. But plot screen is in the ground. I didn't think I'd get it all done today, and I actually pulled it off. I've got very minimal time. Like I said, this stuff should have been sprayed. There's a lot of other stuff I need to do. The clover's popping good, but time is of essence, and when I have a spare minute, I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can. So today was a great day. Got this stuff put in. Did not have enough seed for the power line, but switchgrass is banging over there, so I think my entrance will be fine. We got this completed. The old Coyote and the Genesis 3 rocked again. And this is a little bit experimental. I'm a little bit late. And this is the first year I planted plot screen without all these trees here. So late or not, you know how we do it. We're going to get a little crazy around here and try out some new stuff. So rain's in the forecast. Hopefully this stuff pops. I will definitely keep you posted. Now, it's time for supper. Here we go.